As the sun set behind the trees, casting an eerie glow over the suburban neighborhood, I found myself sitting in the backyard of our mutual friend's house with my newfound companion, Alex. We had just met earlier that day, brought together by our shared love for hockey. Little did we know that our meeting would soon take a dark turn as we witnessed a paranormal event that would forever haunt our memories. The night was cool and still, the air thick with anticipation. We had been regaling each other with tales of our favorite hockey moments, our voices carrying through the empty streets. The conversation shifted, and Alex began recounting a chilling encounter he had experienced years ago, involving a shadow person. His words sent shivers down my spine, but I couldn't help but be intrigued. As the night grew darker, we noticed a strange feeling washing over us, as if the very atmosphere had changed. Our laughter faded, replaced by a sense of unease that settled deep within our bones. It was then that we saw it, a dark figure, seemingly made of shadows, walking by the edge of the backyard. Fear gripped us both, rendering us unable to move or speak. The shadow person's presence was undeniable, and with every step, it seemed to grow taller and more menacing. As it passed by, a flickering streetlight above us suddenly went out, plunging the area into darkness. Panic surged through our veins as we realized that this entity had the power to manipulate the world around it. Struggling to regain our composure, we stumbled backward, bumping into a parked car. To our horror, the car's headlights began to flicker, as if possessed by the same malevolent force. The engine sputtered and died, leaving us in complete darkness. Sweat trickled down my forehead as I fumbled for my phone, desperate for any source of light. As the phone's LED illuminated our surroundings, we were met with a chilling sight. The backyard, once a peaceful sanctuary, was now teeming with ghostly apparitions. They hung in the air, their ethereal forms floating aimlessly around the pool and the surrounding trees. Some appeared to be trapped in an eternal loop, replaying their final moments over and over again. We exchanged terrified glances, our minds racing to comprehend what was happening. Were these the spirits of the deceased, forever lingering in this place? Or were they something more sinister, summoned by the shadow person's presence? Questions swirled in our minds, but answers were nowhere to be found. As we stood frozen, a voice pierced through the darkness, a haunting melody that seemed to come from all directions. It was a mournful wail, filled with anguish and despair, echoing through the night. It was then that we realized these apparitions were not simply specters of the past. They were trapped souls, yearning for release. With trembling hands, we fumbled for each other's grasp, finding solace and strength in our shared terror. Our hearts pounded in our chests, our breaths shallow and rapid. We made a silent pact to escape this nightmare together, vowing to protect each other from whatever horrors awaited us. Summoning our courage, we took a tentative step forward, determined to leave this haunted backyard behind. But as we moved, the shadow person turned its gaze towards us, its form contorting into a grotesque shape. It let out a bone-chilling screech, a sound that reverberated through our very souls. Adrenaline surged through our veins as we ran, our footsteps pounding against the pavement. We could feel the shadow person's presence behind us, its malevolent energy trailing just inches away. But we refused to give in to fear, pushing our bodies to their limits as we sprinted toward safety. We never looked back, never glanced at the horrors we had left behind. The memory of that night would forever haunt us, a constant reminder of the darkness that lurks just beyond our perception. And as we reached the safety of our homes, we knew that our lives had been forever changed. We had witnessed a paranormal event that defied all logic and reason, a testament to the existence of a world beyond our own.
Please like and subscribe.